Hello, everyone. Messed up hair, getting ready for bed, and all of a sudden it comes on that there's going to be an arrest in the Savanha Soto and Matthew Guerra case. So you get me like I am, all messy hair and everything. Don't care. It's worth it. Um, I am here. We are waiting for the press conference to start. Hopefully, other people will jump on here. I'm trying to find everything that I need. Let's see here. Andrea, are you online here? Because your link is not working, my dear. I don't know why. Okay, Andrea, can you resend me? I don't know. That's what we're waiting to find out is who they arrested. I knew it was going to come soon. I just didn't know it was going to be this soon. So go to the San Diego Police Department on Face. Oh, I am there. Okay. I'll have to keep refreshing it. Andrea, if you'll watch also, that would be great. Yep, I got it. I'm there. I just didn't realize I was there. Okay, everybody. So they're not live yet. We're waiting for the police department to come on. Like I said, I was just getting ready to go to bed, brushed my hair out. It's a mess. I don't care. As we all know, this week in San Antonio, Texas, 18-year-old Savanha Soto and the 22 or 23-year-old Matthew Guerra went missing on the 22nd. They were found on the 26th in their car, unalived. I've been following the Facebook groups. I have been following the TikToks. I've been following the videos on YouTube from the news and everything. And Andrea just messaged me and said, "Hey, you awake? They're going to make an arrest." And I'm like, "Really?" And then I looked at her post better and it was from San Antonio Police Department. And I'm like, "Okay, we got to go live." So, as I said, you get me as I am. Just want to say, hey, hello to Jean, Andrea, of course, Linda. Don't know who they arrested yet, but we're going to find out very soon. Yes, Sierra, very good news. Mimi of 6, don't know yet. Yep. Carly, welcome. Thank you for being here. Digital, it's so good to see you here. I sent it to you in Messenger. I was so excited. Okay, so I will open up another Facebook page. I know I'm getting messages like this like crazy. All we know is that it should be within the next 30 minutes. So let's find out. So Andrea and I, on a nightly basis before I go to bed, usually, not tonight so much, but usually most other nights, we sit here and we talk on the phone about cases. And last night after the live, we got talking about this case and looking into Savanha's younger brother's death, the 15-year-old, and was wondering if that had to do with Matthew and Savanha. Don't know. But then, as I said last night, the whole car seat thing on her lap really bothered me. And Andrea said to me, What if they went and they were lured by someone selling them a car seat? And that's why she had the car seat on her lap. And I'm like, well, that could be, because it just doesn't make sense that the car seat is in her lap. And it looks like it's upside down. I don't know if you guys have seen the picture through the window, but you can see the white tag, which is usually on the bottom of the car seat. You can see that clearly. Hey, Jill, how you doing? So, I mean, we've got two motives here. And her brother was lured to his unaliving, to his death. We know that. The man that was tried for it had a young girl help lure her younger 15-year-old brother to the spot where he was unalived. And we're just wondering if this has to do with that. We know that everybody involved, the younger brother, the boyfriend, they were all into drugs. So could it be a combination of both? We don't know. What if she's trying to shield her baby from a gunshot? Well, I thought of that too. But you would think, since they were supposed to go to the hospital, a lot of times when you take the baby home, you have to have that car seat installed in your car and certified, either by a fire department, hospital personnel, something like that. So if they had it in there in the back, all installed, and whoever this is, put Matthew in the back seat, did they throw it up in front by her to make room for him and themselves? Was she trying to shield the baby? I don't know. Would she have had enough time to grab it? Why would she have just had it sitting in her lap and just had it to protect herself? I mean, that seems kind of weird too. So, I mean, I've gone through all the scenarios. It's crazy. I honestly think this really has to do with drugs, but it could be a combination of drugs and revenge for the person that went to jail for unaliving her brother. I don't know. There's so many different scenarios that it could be, but we were running through things, and when she said that, I'm like, oh, that would make sense. That would make sense. And I did receive some pictures last night of the front windshield. It does look like it's shattered. I can't really tell. It's difficult with those pictures and the lighting. What do you guys all think? Have you seen those pictures? Or maybe they put it on her afterwards. True. To cover that part of her up. That could be, because that would make sense. Because her belly would fit inside the car seat and hide it better if somebody didn't want to see that. That's what I said. Yes, Lala. That's exactly what I said. That being there was a big red flag to me. I saw a video of the car on the wrecker. Windshield was fine. Okay, so it was just the lighting in the pictures that we saw last night. That is good to know. Wow. I tell you, I figured because they had the picture, I figured they knew who it was. At least one of them. I figured they knew who it was. They were just trying to get enough evidence to charge him. But I didn't think it would happen tonight. I thought it would take them a couple more days. But I'm not complaining. I'm happy that this is happening. And like I said, I'm going to just keep refreshing this page. Because they're supposed to. So this was 37 minutes ago. And they said we will be Facebook Live a perp walk within the hour. All right. So here we go. We're waiting. So I'm assuming we have 20 minutes, 25 minutes, depending on how quickly they do this. I hope they get enough good evidence so this one doesn't turn into, yes, I agree. Absolutely, digital. I bet it's that big guy who stepped out of the truck. Hard to miss him. That was my thought, too. All it says is that SAPD has made an arrest, meaning one, in the Savanha Soto and Matthew Guerra case this evening. We will Facebook Live a perp walk within the hour. You can follow us here for the latest. And I think the reason that they're holding off on the hour is because I heard the family was not aware yet. A father and son have been arrested. Interesting. Interesting. Well, we're going to find out. We are definitely going to find out. Wow. I'm glad they didn't give us a lot of details in this case because we had the videos, you know, we had the pictures, we had the press videos and everything, and everything blew up so fast with theories and things that happened. And she was in the front seat, he was in the back seat, no vice versa. You know, things that happened in the car, we're not sure about any of that. We know that she was in the front and he was in the back. We do know that. We do know that he had a contact GSW wound and she had a GSW wound. The big guy was the dad coming to help his son. Think about it. When you mess up, who do you call first? That's exactly what I thought of. Either father or husband or brother. I'm just excited. Glad you guys are all here talking amongst each other in the chat and with me. Curiosity is killing the cat right now. I can tell you that. I really want to know who this is. And I want to know that they have solid evidence on them. That's the most important things right now. Solid evidence that they can't talk their way out of, and that they're sure that these are the right individuals. So I need you guys to chat for a minute. I need to go to the bathroom before this starts. I was in such a hurry to start the stream, I did not go. So I will be right back. All right. Sorry about that. But I want to be here when this thing starts and not be doing the chair dance because I needed to go to the bathroom. So what does everybody think it's going to be? One person, two people? I mean, I know rumors are going on right now. Oh, Andrea, me too. I despise the hurry up and wait game. No matter what happens, we have to remember this. A whole family, a mother, a father, and an unborn child was wiped out by evil. And it just doesn't affect those three individuals. It branches out from there. It branches out to her family and her friends. It branches out to his family and his friends. And now it branches out and it touches people all over the United States and even the world because they're following this case, because they're so heartbroken that this baby Fabian never got to be born and should have been. But his mother's life was viciously taken. His father's life was viciously taken. And after that happened, he never had a chance. Hi, Jari. How you doing? Hi, Miranda. Good to see you. We're just waiting for this perp walk or press conference to start here. I keep refreshing the screen. So as soon as it comes on, in fact, I will do the present right away and get everything up and running so that when it comes on, I make sure I hit the sound button that it's ready to go. Okay. Oh, yes. The big guy. That's what I was saying last night. Watch his mannerisms. Watch his, I mean, it was blurry, but you could see somewhat of a facial expression and the way he moved and everything. And it didn't seem like he was overly excited or anything like that. It seemed like he was calm. And like this is just something that happens every day where you go clean up a car. You know, the big guy seemed so casual about it, kind of like, here, wipe off your prints and I'll meet you over there. Yeah, exactly. Digital says they had no awareness of video camera. Apparently not. And tell them about the back seat. Yeah, apparently they didn't care. You got to refresh my memory on the back seat because there's so many things going through my head right now. So just let me know. Oh, yes. So we were watching the video of the truck very carefully last night. And to Andrea and I, what it looked like is that somebody who was in the back seat of the truck threw the towel towards him and he caught it. So it wasn't anybody over in the passenger side of the truck. Whoever it was in the back seat of that truck that did that. Does anybody agree with us there? I mean, I know you've all seen the footage. In fact, let's see if I can find that real quick. Okay. So if you look, and this angle is hard to tell. I think we had a closer angle, Andrea. Yeah, so it zooms in, which is kind of nice. Now watch when he goes back. Oh, I missed it. Okay, he's getting out of the truck. See how somebody has already started to put it in the seat there? Yeah, this video doesn't show it that well. It doesn't look like he took anything with the towel. That's the thing. It just looks like he threw it back in the truck. Let me see if this one will show it better. So somebody asked me last night, the Kia did not, it looks like the Kia did not have their lights on. And last night I thought there were. But now that I'm looking at it, they did not have their headlights on. Another creator mapped out possible cameras along the route. Yes, there's tons of cameras around that area. All right, did it get it already? Yeah. Back it up here a little bit. See how it looks like somebody from the back. I know it's hard for you guys to see, but if you watch this video and try to get different ones where it's closer, it looks like somebody from the back throws the towel up on the side here for him to catch. And let me tell you, there are some crazy, crazy TikToks out there right now with different people talking. His family, her family, Annalise. It's just amazing how much footage is out there regarding this case. So I'm going to do a refresh. We should be getting something here any minute. So I don't know. We'll have to wait and see here. All I know is we're going to get an update here. This was 53 minutes ago. I do know that somebody said that that business that was in the front had a camera that was pointing right down that way where that car was dropped off at. And somebody said that there was houses along the fence line that had cameras, and not to mention all the cameras around the apartment complex. I don't know. What's your guys' guess? Wiping a gun or wiping prints? Hard to tell. I'm sure there's a bunch of people that have gone and jumped online right now regarding this breaking news that's coming out. Yep. So I am going to wait for this to get done here. Okay, I'm going to show you this video.
Carlo, this is Avery.
So apparently this is the hallway. So we are waiting for the perp walk. Let's see here.
Got it. Hey everyone, joining on the Case at 12 live stream. We are about minutes away from hearing the two arrests in the Savanha Soto Matthew Guerra case. Remember, this was 18-year-old Savanha Soto and her 22-year-old.
Okay, so she just said 2 arrests.
Boyfriend. They were found dead inside a vehicle last week near Leon Valley. We still don't know any of the details of this arrest, but we know that there are 2 arrests. We're about to see this perp walk right now. We'll continue to keep you updated. Just hang on tight while we wait for those 2 arrests to come out.
Rob, this is in San Antonio, Texas. So there is 2 individuals that have been arrested. And I just want to point out that this is via KSAT. So this must be a local station out of San Antonio that we're watching. Rob, this just happened this last week, right before Christmas, on the 22nd. 18-year-old Savanha, who was 9 months pregnant and who was supposed to get induced on the 23rd, went missing along with her boyfriend. And they were found on the 26th in their vehicle, unalived, in a apartment complex. I don't know who's doing the camera work, but they're moving it all around. And so Matthew, Savanha, and baby Fabian all passed away at the hands of others. And one of the biggest pieces of evidence in this case is the video of the car, which is Savanha or Matthew's car, and that truck coming opposite ways, stopping. A big heavyset man gets out of the truck, goes to the car. Another person, we thought it was a woman, but I'm thinking now it's a man, pops up out of the car and goes right back in there. The bigger man from the truck wipes down something in the car with a towel and then gets back in his truck, and they both drive away. And we know that the car was found just down and around the corner. That's not him. I'm pretty sure. That's a police officer. He's got a badge. But the car was found just down and around another corner at the end. And it had been sitting there for 3 or 4 days.
Hey, KSAT 12 viewers, Avery Everett here. We're waiting on those two arrests, details of those two arrests. We should be just a few minutes out. This is in relation to Savanha Soto and Matthew Guerra. Those two individuals were found just a week ago inside a car dead. We'll continue to keep you updated. We're just waiting for police to bring them out now.
All right, I can show that afterwards. I don't want to leave this. Yes, innocent people. What is up with this cameraman? It's crazy how the police just have this back door laying open for them to film this. Now, my question is one of the people that are going to end up walking down this hallway be one of the kids that were sitting on the step or in that stairwell in those videos on TikTok? Because a lot of people said the kid sitting on the step is the one that popped up out of Matthew's car. I guess we'll find out. We'll see who was right and who was wrong. This cameraman. He has one job. What is he doing? Keep your camera still, dude. I'm sure they're anxiously awaiting too. And yeah, maybe. Every time I see a person start to walk, I'm like, ooh, no. That's a woman. She had keys, so she's not a perp. So this is what they meant. They're gonna do a perp walk and let us see them walk to the jail. You don't get to see this every day on cases. I just hope they walk them slowly so we get a good look. Maybe. Andrea, is the...
KSAT 12 viewers, this is Avery Everett here. We're waiting at SAPD headquarters. We're told that there have been 2 arrests made in the Savanha Soto Matthew Guerra case. Right now, there's just an empty hallway behind me, but we will see SAPD guiding those 2 arrests to their cars. This is a perp walk. After that, we'll get a briefing on these arrests, any connections that they have to the case. But again, this is happening in the next couple of minutes, so just make sure you stay tuned. We'll keep you updated.
Okay. Andrea, let me know if there's a better video or live. I just happened to find this one. Oh my goodness. I mean, I know they're outside the door, but you would think they'd start to hear footprints and train the camera in when that happens. Has anybody ever seen anything like this on a case before? I don't remember ever seeing a perp walk like this. Walking the Green Mile soon, yeah. Wow. And I just want you guys to let you know I have the volume all the way up. This reporter talks very quietly, so I'm sorry if it's hard to hear her. Yeah. Jari says nope. Cameraman must have more than one job. Yeah. And remember, this is a death penalty case. And as we heard in one of the interviews that we
Hi, KSAT 12 live stream viewers. We're waiting patiently to hear of these two arrests in the Savanha Soto Matthew Guerra case. They will come right behind us and they will be directed to their cars. This is a perp walk. After that, we'll have a media briefing where we'll get to learn how they have connection to this case, any other additional information. If you have questions, you should tweet them at us at KSAT, news at KSAT. You can also email those to us or on Facebook. We'll try to ask those questions as we do this briefing. But again, the next couple of minutes, we should see those two arrests. This is in relation to the Savanha Soto and Matthew Guerra case. She was 18 years old. He was 22. She was pregnant at the time of her death. We'll continue to keep you updated.
Good God. Oh, let's use this one. Whoever's the cameraman on this one is much better. Okay, this is Ken's 5, your San Antonio news source. So we are giving them credit. Is this the Perps? No. Oh, he's not much better. Jari, I've never seen anything like this either. And what does she mean? They're going to walk them out to their cars. Yes, Rob, she was overdue. She was a week late, and she was supposed to go in on the 23rd of December and go and get induced at 6:30 in the morning. She never made it there. Hey Frosty, how you doing? Maybe they're elbowing each other. I don't know, but it's the weirdest thing I've ever seen. Oh. Um so yes, and there is there has been issues of, and I hope when I say DV, D as in dog, V as in Victor, you'll know what that means. A year ago in December of 2022, Matthew was arrested for DV against Savanha, and he was put on probation. He is definitely into selling and probably doing drugs. So, no, I don't know where this is. So after this perp walk, we're going to have to look for the press conference and get all the information. But so we're assuming it's drug related. These cameramen crack me up today. Hey Frosty, you want that job? I'm sure you could hold the camera a lot steadier than they can. if anyone wants to come join me, there's a link. We're just anxiously waiting for these two individuals to come walking out of there. And I guess I thought this was the jail, but what exactly is this place? And why would they be walking them to their cars? You can't tell me that they got arrested already and saw a judge and got bonded out. And I'm pretty sure that they're going to fight bond all the way with this being a death penalty case. That doesn't make any sense. So that other reporter that we were listening to, I don't know if she was stating that right or not. But we're definitely anxiously waiting. And these camera guys are driving me crazy. I'm going to try to see if I can find a better video. While we watch this cameraman move around and shake. All right, all of a sudden, oh, I can't do that. Okay. We see people coming in and out this time of night. Might be shift change or who knows. Are y'all staying with me? I'm just bringing up the other page here. Okay. This is off the San Antonio Police Department's page. All right, here we go. Why isn't it going? All right. All right, guys, so I'm going to show you what we missed. If it'll go. All right, so here we go. This looks like the big guy from the truck. Now take a good close look at him. Is this the same guy that was at the vigil? That was in the pictures? Is this him? Looks similar, but it's hard to tell.
You sorry?
They want to know why. Why did you do it?
You sorry?
Did you do it? Why did you do it?
Did you know she was pregnant? Huh? Did you hear?
Why was it the whole family?
Close to Christmas?
Ooh.
Why, man? Any remorse?
Is it a woman?
Ain't you sorry for lying about what you're saying? You don't even know what's going on.
Well, tell
You
us.
just make stuff up like always.
Tell us.
Why are you making stuff up?
Did you shoot them?
Did you shoot them?
An unborn baby.
Ooh.
Did you kill them or did you just hide the evidence?
How'd you know Savanna? You sorry?
If it wasn't you, who was it then?
Closing door. Excuse me. Excuse me, guys.
All right, now we are behind compared to everybody else because I had to restart the video. So we are waiting for the second one to come out, but I want everybody that was here to see it because it was buffering and oh my goodness. It is a woman.
Are you sorry for what happened? Anything to say to your family? How does it make you feel, an unborn baby? What do you want to say to your family, to Savannah, to Matthew's family?
You sorry? You sorry? What message do you
Nothing
have
to
for them?
say, an unborn child.
It was an entire family.
Does anybody know who that is? Ramon and Christopher?
You sorry?
We just walked out today. So the individual.
All right, hang on. You guys were right. That was a woman in the car.
Good evening, everyone. I'm Sergeant Washington Moscoso, WASHINGTON MOSCOSO. So the individuals you saw this evening, the first individual's name is Ramon Preciado, 53 years old, SID number 443651. The second individual was Christopher Preciado, 19 years old, SID number 1191061. So the two individuals we just walked out today, again, is a father and son. The first individual is a father, the second individual is a son. They're going to be charged. The son's going to be charged this evening with capital murder, and the father's going to be charged with abuse of a corpse.
So the father did help.
So I'm not going to go into the whole
Clean it
thing.
up.
We all know what kind of led us to this to where we are today. I will say that when we recover or when the bodies were discovered on Danny K, obviously the investigators made that location and started collecting evidence. One of the key pieces of evidence that we did collect at the scene, cell phone, and so our technology team who
Why does this
was
keep
there
freezing up? It's the only thing going.
with enough information, and so that information was given to our detectives today. With that information, the detectives were able to find a possible location of where the suspect vehicle that was released on that surveillance camera, the surveillance video, possible location where that suspect vehicle might be. They made that location, and sure enough, the vehicle was there. They did a little bit of surveillance on the video or on the vehicle, and then were able to determine which house it belonged to. They went up, knocked on the door. The first gentleman, the first individual, the father answered the door. He knew why the police were there. Was cooperated fully with the investigation. We're right here to headquarters, and our detectives were able to start interviewing both the son and the father. Again, they were both at the home. They were both brought down here, and the interrogations began. Through interrogating the individuals, our detectives had enough, based on what they said, there was enough information there to get a warrant signed by a judge tonight, again, to charge Christopher with capital murder and Ramon with abuse of a corpse. Again, there will be more charges pending. This is what we have right now. I'll answer any questions, Jamal.
Wow.
Yes, yes. And so I want to touch base on something real quick. Since the release of the video that we put out on the 28th, there has been, internet has blown up with people sending tips and people just sending misinformation. There's a lot of misinformation out there. These two individuals are the only suspects that we were looking for. They were arrested. There were many names being thrown around on the internet. Those people had nothing to do with this. We vetted them and everything. They didn't have anything to do with these murderers. So the individual, again, Christopher, we believe committed the murders of Matthew and Savanna, and then Ramon helped kind of dump the body. It appears to be a narcotic related deal that went bad.
Do we know the connection between this father and son and Matthew and Savanna, or the connection to the apartment complex?
So there's no apparent connection to the apartment complex. It's just a place where they went to go dispose or hide the vehicle with the bodies in it. And it appears that it was a drug deal. So there was like a drug connection to the suspect and the two victims. It's just when you hiding the body, moving the body after discovering that and all that kind of stuff. Yep. December 21st, which is a Thursday, just before midnight, is when the actual murders took place. On that. Mm-hmm. Right. So like I said, there's going to be possible charges pending, more charges pending. Our detectives are going to talk with the Bexar County DA to determine if they're going to be any charges facing any charges related to the unborn baby.
And do we know if she was dilated at all?
I didn't have that information from the medical examiners. I know that she was scheduled to be induced, and she didn't make her appointment, which is why the family went to the police to file the missing persons report.
Did he say where exactly they killed her?
I don't have exactly location, or we just know that they were killed at a different location and then taken to the apartment complex to dispose of the vehicle and the bodies. I know there were some Spanish questions I wanted to knock out real quick.
Sí, podría darnos un resumen pequeño para la audiencia hispana de estas personas que presentó.
Nada más una pregunta. Si tienes preguntas particulares.
¿A quiénes presentaron esta noche?
Sí, esta noche el primer señor que salió es Ramón Preciado, de 53 años, y el segundo es Christopher Preciado, de 19 años.
Okay, so he's giving the basic information in Spanish to the Spanish.
Es el que
newscasters.
los asesinatos
So did I
de
hear
los-
that
de las
right? Did
víctimas.
he state
Su papá
that this happened around midnight on the 21st? Can somebody verify that for
las
me?
víctimas.
La semana pasada.
Sí. Ajá.
¿Había motivo para matarlos? ¿Alguna
Parece que había una transacción de drogas que no fue, que fue mal. La transacción de drogas fue mal. Y
So it sounded like they had the two of these. Okay, so I want to know, and I can.
Well, I mean, someone was buying and someone was selling, so it was a drug.
Can anyone be charged with these murders through the accomplice theory or the multiple parties theory?
I'm sorry, could who?
Ramon, the dad. Could he be charged with the murders as well through the accomplice theory?
No, he was not. He was not there during the commission of the murder. He was called afterwards to help dispose or help his son. I'm sorry?
You still have previous records?
Christopher has no previous criminal history, and Ramon did have a small. He had some prior criminal history.
So, are you all done looking for suspects at this
Yeah,
point?
we don't have any other suspects that we're looking for.
And that surveillance video, were they alive during that surveillance video? They were not alive.
They were not alive. No.
Last question, guys. Christopher killed them, then moved the bodies to the car?
Correct. Well, I mean, I don't know if you moved them into the vehicle. The vehicle with the bodies in was driven to that apartment complex. It didn't happen at that apartment complex.
So ultimately, who's going to make the decision on the final charges? Is that going to be the DA's office?
Correct. Yes. So our
The DA is the one that makes the charges.
With capital, Christopher with capital murder, and Ramon with abuse of a corpse. They are working on some other charges that they're going to file. But regarding, I think specifically the question that you had about the unborn baby, they're going to have a conversation with the DA to determine whether they can charge or put the baby as another victim on this.
So does SAP have any say whenever they talk to the DA's office?
Absolutely, yeah. It's a collaboration with our DA's
Or
office.
just the SAPD is going to seek that they're charged for the unborn baby?
Our detectives are going to do everything they can to bring justice to the family.
Thank you, guys. Thank you so much.
Thank you all for coming out tonight.
I just want to see what she says here, so just give me a minute. What are you waiting for? Go ahead.
Yes. Yep, Steve. I asked about the relation between that father and son duo and Savanha and Matthew, and they said it was a drug deal. We don't know specifics over what happened. There was even a reporter who asked, what are they buying, selling? We don't know the specifics. They also don't know any specific connection to that apartment complex right now. But Steve, I did ask, you wanted clarification. Are they looking for any more suspects? They're not. They are potentially looking at more charges for this father and son, but no more suspects at this time. I mean, it's just been a couple of days. We were out there just under 2 weeks ago when they were first searching for Savanha, and then when they found her body near Leon Valley in that apartment complex parking lot. So at least we're getting more details now. During that surveillance video, we do know that they were dead when that surveillance clip showed the father and son and that truck that was in the surveillance video as well. But, we're continuing to learn more details, and specifically the biggest update tonight, like we said, father and son, drug deal, no more suspects. So SCPD is considering this a big win within a small time frame.
Okay, so my question is, when that officer was talking, did he say that they were dead as of midnight the 21st? Did anybody hear that? Andrea, that's what I wanted you to verify. Okay, Mimi says yes. So we thought they went missing as of the 22nd. And here we find out it's actually midnight of the 21st. And that Christopher, the son, is responsible for the unaliving, and the father is right now is getting charged with abuse of a corpse, meaning he helped dispose of them. Wow. I seriously thought the son was a girl. I thought he was a girl when he walked out. I really did. Crazy. I'm just flabbergasted. Wow. Yes, said just before midnight on the 21st. Yeah, we were right about the fact that he had his hair pulled back in a ponytail, but even he's odd looking, because even walking through there, I thought that was a woman. And we were right. We all figured it was drug related, yes. Which is a shame. An absolute shame. Yeah, and the son had no previous arrests. That's crazy. And the father being older, of course, sounds like he had some minor arrests, but I wonder what charges they're thinking about adding on. Anybody got any idea? Oh, he had baggy shorts on. Okay. Wow. Okay, so let's break this down here. We have a 19-year-old, correct? I believe they said he was 19, that has committed 3 unalivings. 3. One being an unborn child. That means that this kid just threw his whole life away. And I mean, it's very, very, very realistic. When I say life, I mean life. Not that he's going to go sit in jail, that he's going to get the death penalty. And I can understand him freaking out afterwards and calling his dad for help. And being a parent, and in that society, that area, the way they live, going and helping with no second thought. And getting tied up in this. No, they did not say. They didn't mention any injuries. They just he did verify that shortly before the 21st at midnight, they were unalived. They were disposed of in the car in the apartment complex. No relation to this. Nothing, just a place to dump the car. The father must not have realized that there were cameras there and that he would be on camera doing this. Wow. So that's even a day earlier than we thought. Because we all thought they went missing on the 22nd. Wasn't there reports that they were seen the day of the 22nd? Apparently that was wrong. And apparently from the conversation that they had with these two individuals, they got enough from them to get arrest warrants. They just said, Honeybee, that it was drug related. They didn't know who the dealers were, who was buying, but it was drug related, and that that's all they said. It should be abuse of 3/4 because you know that baby. Yes, that's what I'm thinking. I think they're trying to figure out what to do with the charges of the baby. No, he said that. I know he said the 21st. I'm going to have to go back and watch it. The additional charge will go for the baby. Okay. Because my head snapped when I heard that. I specifically, maybe he misspoke and said the 21st and meant the 22nd. I guess, yeah, he said right before midnight on the 21st. So we're going to have to get some clarification on that and find out if he misspoke and said the 21st and meant the 22nd, or if it really was the 21st. Yeah, maybe it was somebody who saw him on the 21st and not the 22nd. Wow. All right, so if I go and look back at my calendar, the 21st was Thursday, the 22nd was Friday, the 23rd, she was supposed to report to the hospital at 6:30 a.m. in the morning to get induced to have the baby. And they weren't found till the 26th. Wow, that's why they said 4 to 5 days they were in the vehicle. Wow. Well, I am glad that they have them, that they've been arrested. We'll have to watch. I'm assuming they're going to have a hearing tomorrow, sometime, an initial hearing. I can see the son not getting bond. And I guess I can see the dad possibly getting bond. Because they made it clear that it was the son that did the unaliving. The dad just helped clean it up, basically. Wow. Heartbreaking. We've all said this before. the crazy things people do for drugs. This 19-year-old just unalived 2 adults and an unborn baby over drugs. And it's sad. It's sad what drugs are doing to people in this country. And it's sad that that young man didn't have any respect for life or for anyone other than himself. And the fact that he took Savanha and baby Fabian and Matthew's lives. And neither one of them seem too broken up about it either. That's what bothers me. There's no remorse being shown right now. If I had done that on a drug-fueled rage or whatever, I don't care what happened. When I got arrested, I would be bawling my eyes out. And they don't. They just walk by stone cold, faces stone cold, masked over. Wow. And you heard that reporter. She was letting them have it. Why did you do that to that baby? Why did you take that baby's life? How could you take a unborn child's life? No, they didn't look sad at all. That is the saddest part of it all, honeybee, is that is their normal. My heart breaks for the victims, for Savanha, for Matthew, and especially for baby Fabian, and for their families. But their families are going to learn what happened now. Deeply, deeply tragic. I can tell you that. Okay, let's take a look at this. Christopher Picardio with the long hair. That's why I thought it was a female. The face shape. But that picture makes him look like he's even younger than 19. Picardio? And then we have Ramon Picardio. Wow. Interesting. He looks devoid of emotion, maybe just annoyed. Yeah. It's hard to tell. I thought the same thing, Jerry, but his name is Christopher. Maybe he didn't go to school, maybe. Prasadio. Okay. Thank you. They're living in a house. I wonder if they were originally from... I don't know. We'll find out more information, though. By tomorrow morning, they'll have all kinds of information on him and the dad. Oh, my poor heart hurts. Well, look at that. It says they only lived 3 minutes from the apartment complex. Living in a house 3 minutes away. What a shame. Wow. See you later, honeybee. Thank you for joining. Yes, keep the faith. There's still good in the world. I agree. All of us that are good have to fight the evil. They owned or rented, I wonder. They had income to pay a mortgage or rent. I don't know. But they lived in a house, so I'm sure we'll find out more later on. Yeah, just pray for the families and their friends, the community. There's a lot of crime that takes place in San Antonio. And I'm sure this is not the last that we're going to hear of bad things happening in that area, unfortunately. With that being said, guys, I am going to get off of here. It's almost midnight here, and I know it's probably later for a lot of you, but I've got to be up bright and early and go to work, so I need to unwind for a few minutes and go to bed so that I can get up and work in the morning. But thank you for joining me. Like I said, say some prayers for the Soto family and the Guerra family and the community of San Antonio. I'm sure this is a shock in ways to the families, and there's going to be more details coming out, and that's going to be the hardest part, is for them to hear those details. So thank you for joining me. I will see you tomorrow night for our discussion on the Idaho 4 house being demolished and what the repercussions could be during the trial. I will see you then. Bye.